Meditate now on some of the messages that you see around George Floyd Square. Some of the protest messages written in ink or paint or marker. Which ones speak to you? What do they say?
Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. 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 Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Hear her breathing. Hear her breathing.
The fist statue that it stands at the intersection of 38th and Chicago was put up in its current iteration just this past Martin Luther King Jr. Day by a collection of local artists. Made out of metal, it replaces one that showed up last year made out of wood. And it shows up in this spot, in this intersection, where people of color in the days after the killing of George Floyd would gather and would take turns speaking and listening, speaking to their truth, speaking their experience, sharing their struggles, and finding ears to listen. And speaking and sharing those stories, they practiced an act of defiance. The fist itself shows a representation of defiance. It's defiance in the face of forces that would seek to dehumanize them, dehumanize all of us, dehumanize people by violence against them. The fist is a claim of humanity for us all in the face of all the forces of the world that would say otherwise, that would say some people are worthy of humanity and worthy of personhood, and others are less worthy, are less valuable. The lie that some don't deserve it, don't deserve our compassion, don't deserve our care, don't deserve our friendship, don't deserve our love. The fist statue stands here speaking to that defiance. When Jesus died on the cross, the scriptures name numerous passages that were fulfilled in his life and in his death. One that stands out to me is this: none of his bones shall be broken. That bit of prophecy is a word of defiance. It's a word that no matter the struggles that will seek to crush Christ, seek to crush the work of God, the bones, the structure of it will not be broken. He might be pierced, but he won't be broken. It is a defiant prophecy, and one that is fulfilled. No matter the death that God experiences in Jesus' death, the structure of God's love, the defiance of the violence that the world seeks to do against God's beloved remains.